Hi everybody, Rackle Flackle here. Now that we're comfortably into 2011, I wanted to take a look back at all the cool stuff that happened in 2010.
Why?
Because
Why?
because I have a lot of leftover footage I didn't get to use.
Oh, okay.
So now I'd like to present 2010, a RuneScape year in review. A lot of stuff happened in 2010, but the biggest thing was the new skill, Dungeoneering.
So, this is Dungeoneering. It seems like a minigame.
Nope, it's a skill.
Yeah, but I mean, you're doing things like mining and farming. It's a lot like Stealing Creation, which is a minigame.
Maybe, but it's a skill.
I don't know. That last puzzle we did sure made it seem like a minigame.
You can't level up a minigame, it's a skill.
We just spent half an hour in there, and I only got 50 XP. I can get several hundred XP in any other skill in that amount of time.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a skill. Love it, hate it, Dungeoneering is here to stay, and it brings a new dimension to the game. The release of the new skill overshadowed a few other updates, though. For example, most people are aware of the new, more convenient interface for making multiple items, but some people totally miss things like cheese wheels. Now, instead of only making one cheese wedge at a time when you churn milk, you now make a cheese wheel that you can use a knife on to make multiple wedges.
Hey, Rack, sup?
Not much. Just standing here cutting the cheese.
Ew. Well, have fun with that. I'm gonna go vomit now.
And lots of graphical updates were applied to the game as well. Dragons look cooler, and most importantly to vidmakers, the player avatars no longer cause nightmares to small children when you do close-ups. Thanks to the addition of facial features. Sound effects had updates too. Now when you walk into a cow field, chicken ranch, or sheep pen, you hear more natural sounds.
Yes, they sound quite realistic now. What the?
Yes, very realistic indeed. Also, when human characters get injured, they now make realistic yells.
Ugh. Ah. Ugh. Ah.
That sort of reminds me of something. What was it? Oh, wait, I know.
Ugh. Ah. Ugh. Ah. Well, don't you know? That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang.
We interrupt this video because it just got too silly. We now return you to a more sane portion of the video.
2010 was also a partying year. Fans of Forever One Angel might remember seeing her invite to her 99 mining party. I had to crash that one because who could resist sharing game space with one of the nicest, coolest young ladies on the planet? We started out by having a sit-down session in Varrock, in which one of her friends set fire to our butts. We then made an impressive line of avatars marching to Falador Town Square, where everyone started congratulating Japhia on our new skill level. Me and a couple of the other guys of the air guitar remote tried giving her a rock concert. After all, she mined a lot of rock.
Bad joke. I snowball you.
Okay, I deserve that. Then her friend proceeded to set us on fire again. Hey, with friends like that, who needs pyromaniacs? As long as they keep it in the game, I guess. One thing for sure, it was a hot party. Yeah, I know, go ahead. I stayed long enough to see her perform her new emote, and then I bid her farewell. The biggest party of the year was naturally RuneScape Gathering 2010. All gathering footage is presented in real-time LIGO vision. There were so many people at the gathering, I actually lost myself on screen. That's me getting trampled by people following Excel. I did actually get to say hi to him, and he said hi back, but that's about all we had time for. Lots of RuneScape celebrities showed up. Seto Sorcerer has an awesome vid on his channel, showing a ton of people he caught on cam. I was busy chasing after Chicken Man, whose plot to overthrow RuneScape with an army of chicken soldiers was foiled when only about 4 of them showed up.
You had to bring that up.
Hey, don't feel so bad. There were a few other non-chicken-suited recruits like Palpatine 221 who helped, and even I joined in. Do you know that if you lag in just the right spots, you look like you're mooning people instead of snowballing them? There was a lot of entertaining stuff going on everywhere you looked. I caught a guy named Arganiso doing his Gothics impersonations. 70s Gothics! And Ryukin the Chicken Man tried to hatch a player who had turned into an egg, with no success. I also caught up with another one of the coolest young ladies on the planet, Mama Kitty 2, who let me do a RuneScape waltz with her. The game is the only place I'd dance with Heather because I've seen her dance on her video channel, and if I tried any of those moves, it would be like,
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
More like, I've fallen. Get out of the way before I roll over you.
Nah, the crack I'd make in the ground would stop me from rolling too far. I planned out a party myself to celebrate my 500th subscription, but only a few people showed up, including, much to my surprise, Luke Solo 21 doing a Rackle Flackle impersonation. We marched to the Falador party room where, as promised, I deposited 500 pizzas, 500 gold bars, and a bunch of other stuff, none of which ended up in the hands of anyone who actually showed up at the original meeting spot.
Party fail.
Yeah, I didn't see you there except to ask for a ride to your cousin's house.
I was busy.
Ah, well. I think for my 1,000th subscriber, I'll just hand out stuff or something. During my party, I also witnessed my favorite actor, On the Run Man, get his 99 attack level. But, sadly, shortly thereafter, his account was hacked. To add insult to injury, the hacker changed the name on the account from On the Run Man to Hugs XDXD, and still has the account, having just changed the name to Sky Bear. They must still be a member, and with names like that, they're either female or, you know. If any Rackle fans see someone with the name of Sky Bear on the game, I recommend you
snowball them immediately.
Yeah, or generally make their life miserable until they agree to give On the Run Man back his account. I'm usually not a hater, but hackers tick me off, so give yourself up, Sky Bear.
Or face our snowbally wrath.
In other hacked account news, legendary vidmaker BumBum007 got his lifetime membership prize-winning account hacked, but fortunately he was able to get it back. Hopefully, this will teach us all to set our recovery questions. Do as Uncle Rackle says and set yours up today.
Uncle Rackle? More like Uncle Crackle.
Nah, they'd mix me up with Uncle Cracker.
Follow me, I'm a green-haired noob.
Stuff it, Birdbrain. Well, also, there were the holiday events. The Easter event was so similar to last year's event I barely noticed the difference, and the Thanksgiving event actually was the same as last year. But the Halloween event literally rocked the house. I was so busy with school I missed Oktoberfest, and Christmas got everyone's seal of approval. Jugheads was so happy that they won the Golden Joystick Award for a second year in a row that they gave every player a golden cracker. When you used the golden cracker on another player, they would pull it and you would receive a nifty golden hammer, which can be used for smithing and doing cool emotes.
Hello, miss. Would you mind pulling my cracker?
Finally, it's worth mentioning that my personal favorite vidmaker, Excel, earned a silver crown in November, and should now be properly addressed as Player Mod Excel. It's great that his hilarious new Mediocre Men videos are so funny, because if he did another Things That Can Be Taken the Wrong Way in RuneScape vid, he might be forced to mute himself. This year, Excel said he's taking a well-deserved break from vidmaking, proving that he's not a RuneScape addict. I guess if we need some good laughs, we'll have to wait for Rune Factor 3.
If you need mediocre laughs, subscribe to Rackle Flackle.
Ha ha ha. As for the rest of 2011, the biggest news this year seems to be the likely return of free trade in a deadly wilderness. The players seem to overwhelmingly support this in the referendum votes. I'm sure there'll be another gathering as well, and plenty of surprises and new quests.
Hey, I wonder if this year they can hold the gathering on Daemonheim Island.
Why? So if you get bored, you can go dungeoneering?
Well, that, and if you get really bored and the wildy is back, you can walk off the island and participate in Slaughterfest!
There's an idea.
Hey, what's the abbreviation for dungeoneering?
Huh?
You know, if I want to know your defense level, I'll say, what's your def? If I want to know your dungeoneering level, do I say, What's your dung level? 'Cause my dung really stinks.
It's DG, I think. Did I ever tell you you're one sick bird?
Ha! But I have snowballs!
Yeah, but I have new video editing software.
So?
I snowbomb you.
Huh?
I snowbomb you.
Yeah!
Well, folks, it's been a fun look back. Looking forward to all the new fun this year. Catch you later.